How do you feel about Elon Musk buying Twitter? Will this be for the better? Don't you think that the misinformation we have tried to fight will now be easier? Will it be easier to disseminate misinformation? Bullying will be more rampant, and we tried so hard to work against it. So somebody sent in a question asking for my opinion on Elon Musk now buying Twitter. There's a huge outrage of people because in his latest, what Elon Musk has implied is that he wants to unban a lot of people. He wants to allow people to talk their piece, to say their piece on Twitter. He said that for Twitter to deserve public trust, it must be politically neutral, which effectively means upsetting the far right and the far left equally. He has also said that Truth Social, the social media by Trump, has now outpaced Twitter and Instagram and a few other social media in growth, and it's all because people on Twitter have decided to suppress freedom of speech and expression of certain segments, allowing only certain segments to say their piece. Now, so let's go through it one by one. He also promised that he was going to verify all users. Does it violate privacy? That's another question that he actually sent. Will it violate privacy? No, I don't think it will violate privacy. Number one, it is completely, absolutely voluntary. If you do not want to identify yourself, do not be on Twitter. That's all he's saying. You want the freedom to express what you want, then you need to identify yourself. There's a big call on accountability nowadays, and if you are asking other people to be accountable for the things that they said 20 years ago, then the least that you can do is make sure that you identify yourself and be accountable for the things that you're saying right now. You want the freedom to say whatever it is that you want, you need to have the courage to identify yourself. And the truth is that you shouldn't hide behind your digital identity. Your words are real and it affects real people. So if you want the freedom to send the message, then the receiver of the message should have the right to actually know who the sender is. So yeah, I don't think it violates privacy. It's completely voluntary. You don't want it, then just don't use Twitter. Next is that freedom of speech is really politically neutral. You want the freedom of speech, so does the other side, and your interest is no more important than theirs. So everyone deserves the freedom of speech. Now, which leads me to the next point: freedom of speech and expression is not equivalent to misinformation. But unfortunately, he has not expressed his plans on how he plans to control the misinformation. But I do know this, that even the current Twitter is not doing a very good job in making sure that misinformation does not get disseminated. There's a lot of research out there that are misinterpreted and misrepresented, and no one is fact checking it. So unfortunately, he has not expressed his plans. Even the media, the mainstream media is not doing a very good job in making sure that misinformation does not get disseminated. Next is that Twitter is just a social media, and it is his property now. His Twitter, his business, his rules. If you don't agree with it, don't use it. Maybe it's about time that you create your own. Maybe all of these people that are campaigning against, who believe that what he is doing is wrong, then maybe you can just go create your own social media. Find another venue. It's like protesting what somebody else is doing in his own house. It's his house. He has the right to do whatever it is that he wants to do in there. Don't agree with it, stop using it. And listen, if cancel culture is real, then cancel him.